Hey, hello there, all you DIYers. Hey, today I'm going to go back. We're just kind of building a closet organizer here out of some pallets and some 2x4s, and we're going to have to build another one of these. So this is what we got going on. Little organizer here. Got drawers in it. We also have lights in it, and we're going to go ahead and build another one to match this one. So hey, let's get started. All right, like I said, we got to go ahead and put this all together. We're going to be using 2x4s and some pallet boards that we've gotten. So you can see back here in the back here, I got a big pile of, here, tip you down here to see. I do have a pretty big pile of boards and stuff that we got from pallets that we tore down. And I got a miter saw, a table saw. We're going to be using a drill, impact. We're going to be using a Kreg Jig to put together a lot of the framework for this closet organizer, and we're going to be using a torch to give it a finish. We're going to spray them down with a polyurethane at the end. So we got a lot to do. So hey, I got to get cutting on some stuff, so I'll get going. All right, so we got the top rails cut. Did it about 7.5 feet long. We're going to make the pieces that go in between those. We're going to make those pieces that go in between those top pieces 15.5 inches long. We're going to take them over to the Kreg Jig and show you how to get that set up. All right, so we got the Kreg Jig all set up here on the bench. I went ahead and mounted this down to the board here just to give it a little more support. You have a vacuum all set up here, but in order to get the drill bit set up for it, place it down in your collar here. You're going to set up to make sure that it doesn't go all the way through that board down there. And we do have it set up for 1.5 inches thick, which is the 2x4 thickness. So that should stop just a little bit before it goes all the way through. So the screw will then have this spot to stop on as it goes through. So you'll have at least that much material that's holding that pocket jig screw in there. So very simple. Grab your 2x4. You can set it down in here like this. Pull it back towards you. Put this in your drill. Drill down through there. I didn't have the vacuum on, so it made a mess there, but take them out, and there's your 2 holes here. You'll be able to set your screws down in there and drill right into the board, either this way or you can put it in this way. Either way will hold it up there nice and tight. So got a few more of those to do to both ends, and then we'll be able to put the top together. All right, so as you can see, we got a lot of this stuff already cut up, all of our pieces, supports. We got most of our framework all put together here. So what we're working on right now is we're trying to get our drawers set up for our inside of that piece, for the centerpiece, sorry. And kind of bring you over here. We're using the Kreg Jig again, one of the drawer glide tool. And you can see right here, I'd already used it once. We had it flipped around the other way to actually set up the glides that were in here, to line those up, level them up and everything. So what we're working on right now is we're actually just using these pre-made crates. We set everything up for the width to make sure everything was right. I reinforced the insides of the crates here. Show you inside. Just beveled some 2x4 material off. And just did some brad nails and glued them in there because the screws are a little bit too long. They did poke out the sides here just a little bit. So what we're going to do next is we're getting them all set up in here. We get them right where they need to be, level them all up and get them squared up. Put some screws in them, and then we got, of course, drawers for this. So like I said, framework's all done. We're going to start working on cutting up some more pallet material to cover everything up. Get our supporting and everything for the centers for all of our rods for our clothes hangers. We're going to work on some lighting, and we'll go from there. We're going to start working on. We got to give some of this, some of that, Shuggy Bond technique with burning the wood a little bit. We're just doing a little bit of surface burn, excuse me, and we'll work from there. So hey, we're going to start getting these together. Next time I'll see you, we'll have the drawers put in. We're going to start putting on some of the pallet boards here for the finish edges. So I'll get to work here. All right, so here they are, all installed. There's this side. Then I'm going to try and jump over here. Hold on, a little quick spin. And then we turned around here, and here's the other side. We got lights all in them. And this one over here, we got a little adjustable shelf in the back. Hey, thanks for joining me on another episode of Just Try DIY. And hey, go down, share it, like it, subscribe to it, whatever you got to do. Find me on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll see you next time. Later.